From the L28 studio here in Lancaster, California, I'm Angel Stephenson.
And I'm Tiffany Glover.
On this episode of L28 News, Supervisor Catherine Barger and the LA County Board of Supervisors take action to tackle illegal dumping across Lancaster and the greater Antelope Valley. AVTA partners with AVQMD to donate a much-needed bus to Antelope Valley College. We head to the SR14 scoping meeting in City Council chambers where Metro invited community members to share their concerns about the future of our transportation. And we invite viewers to join us at the Golden League Basketball Media Day as student athletes gear up for an exciting season ahead.
Then it's a spooky celebration on the boulevard as we cover the Inaugural Boulevard Halloween party and the Empire Family Car Club's first trunk or treat. Afterwards, L28 Sports brings you Friday Night Lights as we recap two thrilling varsity football matchups, the Portel Royals versus the Antelope Valley Lopes and Lancaster Eagles' victory over Pete Knight to advance in the Golden League.
The Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors will consider a motion introduced by Supervisor Catherine Barger aimed at curbing illegal dumping and unregulated mulching, particularly in areas throughout the Antelope Valley. Barger's proposal seeks to establish local ordinances that regulate the land application of mulch and compostable materials. This would include stricter zoning requirements, limits on storage duration and height, and local permitting rules. The Antelope Valley, with its vast open spaces and limited population, has become a target for illegal dumping. Bad actors have taken advantage of the remoteness, engaging in unsanctioned dumping given the minimal risk of immediate detection or citation, Barger's motion notes. This has resulted in environmental degradation, posing health risks to local communities and undermining environmental justice efforts. Illegal dumping in the area has led to towering waste piles, some exceeding 30 feet high, which pose significant environmental and health hazards. These waste accumulations often contain hazardous materials, contaminating both soil and water. Additionally, unregulated mulching practices contribute to these challenges by allowing piles of organic waste to amass unchecked. If passed, Barger's motion would introduce measures such as requiring property owners and mulch suppliers to meet environmental safety standards and implement fire prevention plans. It also calls for the deployment of technological solutions like mobile cameras, license plate readers, and aerial mapping to monitor illegal dumping hotspots. This initiative promises to protect the Antelope Valley's environment and improve the health and safety of local communities by addressing these long-standing issues head-on. To stay in the loop with the latest laws to protect our natural environments, be sure to stay tuned to the next L28 News episode by subscribing to our YouTube channel.
On Monday, November 11th, Antelope Valley College received a fully rehabilitated diesel bus generously donated by the Antelope Valley Transit Authority and the Antelope Valley Air Quality Management District. This initiative, funded by a $327,691 grant from AVQMD, involved extensive refurbishments to meet current California Air Resources Board standards, including a remanufactured driveline, new differential, and a brand new Cummins ISX diesel engine. The day was marked by a celebratory press conference at Marauder Stadium, attended by public officials, board members from AVC, AVTA, AVAQMD, and members of the community. Certificates of recognition were presented to honor the collaborative effort that made the donation possible. Adding to the excitement, members of AVC's men's baseball team and women's soccer team joined the event, eagerly touring their new team bus. The athletes also posed for photos in front of the renovated vehicle, capturing a moment of pride and anticipation for their upcoming travels. The 2004 diesel bus previously retired from AVTA's fleet following their transition to a 100% battery electric zero-emission fleet in 2022 will now serve AVC's athletics department, providing a reliable and modern transportation solution for the student athletes. In an interview with L28 News, AVC President and Superintendent Jennifer Zellett, AVTA CEO Martin Tompkins discussed the collaborative efforts that facilitated this donation and the much anticipated positive impact on AVC's student athletes. Let's hear what they had to say.
It's just an amazing collaboration. It feels really wonderful for the community to be investing in our students and in our programs to the degree that we do, right? That shows that there's a mutual respect and a mutual investment into our college. And I'm just very, very grateful for that. Watching the students get on the bus and look at the bus and listening to them talk about what it's going to feel like to roll up to a game in style, right? Roll up in style. It was so exciting because I could see on their faces that that there's a pride there, right? When you get off of a bus that looks like this, that has your school and your mascot and the whole team's there. That's something that's pretty impressive, and I could tell that really made them feel special, and it's going to be a difference maker for them to be able to spend that time together before and after games.
Just let me take you back. This has been almost 2 years in the making. This was one of our old diesel buses, a 2004 diesel MCI. But before we can give any buses away, we have to make sure that through the FTA guidelines that they met their useful life. That's 12 years or 500,000 miles, whichever comes first. This bus has met its useful life. There was an opportunity when we replaced our diesel fleet to electric. This bus came up as an opportunity to join in with the college through my vice chair, Diane Knipple.
With the addition of the renovated bus, AVC's athletics teams are now equipped to travel in comfort and style, reducing logistical challenges and enhancing the student-athlete experience. As a testament to sustainability and community investment, this partnership underscores the shared commitment of AVTA, AVQMD, and AVC to fostering growth, accessibility, and excellence in the Antelope Valley region.
Tiff, how great is it that a 20-year-old bus is now being repurposed for AVC student athletes, letting them ride around in style and comfort?
Yeah, this really just shows off how much our organizations really get involved and collaborate to make sure our student athletes are safe and comfortable.
I agree. So huge shout out to AVTA, AVQMD, and AVC for allowing this partnership to happen. We look forward to our student athletes winning on the road.
Mm-hmm. Don't go anywhere. Coming up after the break, we'll speak with a Metro representative at the SR14 scoping meeting to gain insight into the ongoing 14 freeway construction plans. Plus, we cover the Golden League Basketball Media Day, highlighting its focus on communication and team building.
Welcome back to L28 News. Up next, we take you to Lancaster City Hall for the SR14 scoping meeting, where plans for future construction on the 14 freeway are taking shape. Then, high school sports takes center stage as L28 goes behind the scenes at the Golden League Basketball Media Day, showcasing team spirit and preparation for the season ahead. Lancaster residents gathered in City Council chambers for a scoping meeting hosted by Metro to discuss the ongoing construction happening to the SR14, the vital freeway connecting many Antelope Valley residents to their workplaces. The meeting detailed plans to address significant issues, including congestion choke points and lane drop-offs. Choke points were described as areas where freeway exits cause congestion, while drop-offs were identified as sections where the number of lanes suddenly decreases, leading to higher collision rates due to abrupt merging. Metro representatives noted that these areas have a higher than average vehicle collision rate, primarily from rear-end incidents. The meeting's main focus was a presentation, complete with a slideshow outlining the project's scope and estimated 3-year timeline. Following the presentation, attendees were invited to share their concerns during a 2-minute public comment period. Comments will be incorporated into the final scoping report. Community members voiced concerns about safety while merging onto the freeway and the extended timeline for improvements. Some advocated for enhanced MetroLink train safety to encourage alternative commuting options. Lancaster City Councilman Ken Mann assured attendees that city leaders share the community's frustrations and remain committed to advocating for timely solutions. The meeting served to inform residents and provide a platform for their input as Metro progresses with the project. Let's take a moment to hear from a representative of Metro who shares an overview of the project as well as ways residents can stay informed.
We've kicked off the scoping meetings, the process for this. So today is the first meeting here in Lancaster. We really encourage any of the users of SR14 in this area, North County, to come to the meetings. We want to be able to hear from you. We want to hear your thoughts. We have a number of alternatives that we're exploring to address a lot of the safety issues here on SR14, also to address some of the gaps that people experience as they drive up on the 14. But also some of the solutions include looking at what we call, looking at bus rapid transit or improving the access to transit or transportation in this area to help people to get to where they got to go. So we're looking at a lot of different alternatives, and we want to be able to hear from the public on what their thoughts are. So that helps us as we move into the next step, as we take those comments and do an analysis, so that we can be able to try to come up with solutions that will essentially enhance the safety and improve the SR14 in this area. So again, we're still in the early stages, so we're not saying this is what the project is going to be, but we know that there are certain areas where we need to do some analysis. but we also want to hear from the public. What do we need to focus on? What do we do analysis of to move into the next steps?
Viewers who want to share their thoughts and comments about the ongoing construction can reach out to Metro by emailing them at sr14@metro.net or give them a call at 213-922-4222. To see their presentation, feel free to scan the QR code shown on screen.
On Thursday, November 7th, the L28 team traveled to the Antelope Valley Union High School District boardroom to join the 8 teams of the Golden League for a special Media Day event. This event served as a unique opportunity to bring together athletes, coaches, and school administrators for a day of bonding, team building, and professional development. Beyond the camaraderie, Media Day allowed participants to hone their communication skills, preparing them for interviews and interactions with the media, all in a supportive environment. The event was hosted and organized by key figures in the local education and sports community, including Matt Anderson, the athletic director of the Antelope Valley Union High School District, and Zach Mercier, the principal of Lancaster High School. Both shared their perspectives on the significance of the event, emphasizing the value of fostering positive relationships and developing effective communication strategies both in sports and in life.
The unique nature of the Antelope Valley High School District is we are the Golden League. So the Golden League is an 8-team league that's made up entirely of schools in the Antelope Valley High School District. What we try to build up in our students here in the AV High School District is the ability to communicate with their peers and communicate beyond with the community. So a night like tonight where they have to speak to the media, answer questions about their team, about their self, their goals, that's what we're looking for, those opportunities to put in front of our athletes.
For us, success isn't just winning, but one where they play their best, they play the hardest, and then we stand and show the CIF that we're a class organization, and that when we go to playoffs, the teams want to come up here and play.
We really appreciate the partnership we have with the city of Lancaster, L28, the way that you represent our student athletes by providing them with a platform. It's a partnership between the district and the city that we value and hope that it continues.
As part of the day's schedule, student athletes had the opportunity to engage with the media, while coaches took part in discussions focused on strengthening teamwork and fostering a deeper sense of community within the Golden League. Now let's head back to the boardroom to dive deeper into the 8 Golden League teams. We'll explore which pro star each team draws inspiration from, their mindset heading into the season, and the challenges they've faced and overcome. Right here on L28 News.
Individuals. Going from individuals to being a team. That's kind of the main thing, what we go through. A lot of the boys that we do have, they're coming from single-parent households, so they're just kind of used to being by themselves. And being a part of a group and trusting has been the hardest part. But now that we've gotten here, they've understand that I care for them. They care for each other. We have a saying, each time we break out of a huddle, we go 1, 2, 3. We say appreciation, 3, 4, 5, 6. We say value, and 7, 8, 9, we say love, just so they remember while we're here.
I would say my game is getting my teammates involved and definitely going to the rim. So that's my
What position
strength.
do you play?
I play a point guard. Yeah. I played point guard for I started playing point guard when I was 10. Before that, I was playing a 5. I was a tall kid.
So most of the time I play the 4, so kind of like your power forward position. I would say my game definitely revolves around getting my teammates involved. I love kind of just driving to the basket and dishing out to find that open teammate, especially for that 3. I feel like we have a lot of shooters on our team, so my game definitely revolves around my team and just seeing who's open, and I feel like they reciprocate the same thing back to me.
My game is to help my teammates get better. I look to pass the ball, dish the ball, helping guys get in the right positions to help them be more successful. Really a pass first, but I seize my moment, try to seize my moment when I have the opportunity.
I play shooting guard, point guard. I'm bigger for my size, but I'd like to be point guard. I know how to handle the ball, and that's what I'm really interested in. Yeah. Off the court, I'm real energetic. I'm real fun to be around. I think I'm always making jokes and stuff like that. I really like just having good vibes all around, and everybody I hang around with, I keep a good circle around me, so everything's good vibes all around for sure. Yeah.
the last 3 years, we've been knocked out in the first round. So, I mean, we talked about it over the summer and recently, and our goal is definitely to get over that hump, get past the first round, and get back to our glory days.
I play the point guard position, shooting guard, and small forward, and I play the 5 position. My favorite NBA players are Kobe, Michael Jordan, Kareem, and Tim Duncan.
We're young. We lost a big leader last year. Our offense ran through that leader, and so we're just finding our identity and learning how to work through that, and I think we'll be fine, yeah.
As a math major, as a math person, does that translate onto the basketball court?
I think somewhat, like angles are very, very important on the basketball floor as far as leverage and just positioning defensively. So, yeah, as a math guy, there's definitely ways to go ahead and apply that to on the court.
About your game?
I play point guard, and I feel like I'm a very tough guard. I get to the basket, I can make tough lays, and I feel like I'm just a tough guard. Yeah.
I'm a power forward or a forward. In my game, I like to play around the blocks, the perimeter, and I like the post. That's my thing. I like to get to the basket.
Our mindset is we want to get better after every practice, every game. It's not about winning league titles, it's just about getting better after every day, putting in the work.
I play all around. I play point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and a little bit of center. A little bit about my game is I like to be a team player, be a role player, just do what I got to do and play good defense.
And I play point guard. I'm just a defensive player everywhere around, shooter. I shoot a little bit. And my favorite basketball player is Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant.
I play point guard, and last year I was like the point guard mixed with shooting guard, but I've always been a point guard.
Okay, yeah, I'm a center. I'm strong. I'm a defensive player. Run the basket. Yeah, I rebound a lot. Yeah.
I'm a shooting guard and sometimes a point guard, and I can be aggressive if I'm really focused on it.
My favorite move right now, quick little hezzy cross into a midi, into a jumper. That's the move right there.
One thing I do definitely before every game is pray. We try to give a little prayer just for, without him, none of this is possible, and to keep everybody safe and to play our best. And that's kind of, about it. I always make sure I put my right shoe on first. I might wear certain socks or something like that, but there's a couple little funny things I do that people may say, oh, he's a little weird, but hey, it's just what we do.
My favorite NBA player is Kobe Bryant, and WNBA player Candace Parker.
What's your best move?
My best move? I'd say a hezzy crossover. I'll pull a lap 9 times out of 10.
Just to compete and not be complacent. I feel like last year, we was winning a lot, and then we took some breaks off against some lesser competition, and it came to bite us.
The main goal is to win CIF, make state. We got a lot of seniors, so we want to send them out with a CIF on their back. So that's the main goal for our season this year.
To be confident, to be ready. We prepared for this. This is something we have been working on. This is nothing new. Just to go out there and progress and have a good time.
Our pregame ritual is they go get food after school. We got to school about 3:40. They go get their food. They're back at 5 p.m. When they come back, they start getting dressed. We start talking about pregame. Whatever they need to do, get stretched out, get their minds right. About 6 o'clock, we bring them back, go over the game plan. Before we go over the game plan, I like to have them sit still, close their eyes, and visualize themselves playing the game. And as they're doing that, I'm talking to them about what they should be expecting, what we did in practice. As soon as they open their eyes are right on the whiteboard with the game plan, and we go through exactly what we need to do.
Favorite player, Kobe Bryant. His mentality is just different. Just go out there and kill.
My 2, James Harden. He's the best shooting guard of all time, in my opinion. My 3, of course, it's going to still be LeBron, just his position. He's always the best.
It has to be a late twing. So, twing the ball, and then after a few seconds, just go. It gets everybody every single time.
I just shoot the ball. That's basically it. Just catch and shoot. That's all I do.
Number one, we have a junior Layton team, but a lot of the guys haven't played a lot of basketball. So we got to get that basketball IQ up. So that's one of the problems that we're kind of trying to work on right now.
Work ethic.
because at the end of the day, when sports ends, it carries over into the real world. So you want to carry that same work ethic on that court into the office, into the fire station, the police force, whatever, into the classroom as a teacher, whatever your dreams are when you become, your career.
The Media Day event at the Antelope Valley Union High School District Boardroom was a fantastic initiative to bring together the Golden League. The event not only provided a platform for student athletes, coaches, and administrators to connect, but also focused on developing crucial skills that go beyond playing on the court. Players from Antelope Valley, Eastside, Highland, Knight, Lancaster, Little Rock, Palmdale, and Quartz Hill High School take great pride in representing their schools. Wearing their jerseys embroidered with their school names is not only an honor, but also a privilege that showcases their commitment and dedication to their district representing the Golden League. To catch available high school games being streamed, make sure you are subscribed to the City of Lancaster's YouTube page.
Tiff, you and I were pretty comfortable in front of the camera. I would say we wouldn't be able to do this if we weren't. But why do you feel like it's important for student athletes to also develop those skills in their careers?
Yeah, thanks for asking that question. I think it's great that these kids actually got exposed to what it's like to be on a camera, especially as the captains, because now college recruits are looking for not just skilled athletes, great students, but also great representatives for their school. Who's good with media? Who's going to make sure that everyone funding into their programs at the university are going to be proud to have these individuals representing their brands? So if you're an athlete out there and you want to make sure you get recruited and have a full ride scholarship to college, make sure you're working on the camera too. When we return from the break, L28 takes you to Lancaster's downtown district for the Boulevard Halloween party hosted by Fat Boys Taco and the Boulevard Studios, followed by the Empire Family Car Club's Trunk or Treat event that offered spooky vibes and tons of candy to attendees.
Thank you for tuning in to L28 News. Up next, we'll explore Halloween celebrations on Lancaster Boulevard, where the inaugural Boulevard Halloween party and the Empire Family Car Club's Trunk or Treat event brought the community together for an unforgettable evening of fun and excitement. Lancaster's downtown district was alive with Halloween spirit as Fat Boys Taco and the Boulevard Studios teamed up to host the inaugural Boulevard Halloween party. The event transformed the boulevard into a festive gathering spot, offering a night of frights, sweets, and community fun for all ages. Let's take a moment to hear from Robert and Jamie, the organizers of the event, who share their thoughts on the first ever Boulevard Halloween party, what viewers can expect coming up, along with a special message to those who helped make the event possible.
It was great, amazing. It was something that we weren't expecting a big crowd. I think everybody came, and everyone is having such a blast. They're having fun. The Halloween maze is out here. We got the 360 camera going, and all these vendors are out here, the cars. So people are loving everything about this event. It's important because without the public out here, there won't be no businesses out here, on the boulevard. Stay tuned for more. Follow Fat Boys Taco, follow the Boulevard Studios. Big shout out to Rio for sponsoring this event, and the Boulevard. We got to give it to the Boulevard for making this happen.
All the vendors for coming out, all the small people that made this happen, all the kids that are out here enjoying it. We like to see a smile on everybody's face, so we're super happy that everybody came out tonight.
Families made their way to the event, eager to participate in trunk or treating, which provided an early candy haul for eager trick-or-treaters. An enthusiastic DJ kept the atmosphere lively, spinning Halloween classics, which had guests dancing in the streets. Costumed attendees brought creativity and excitement, with many joining a thrilling flash mob led by Fusion Movement Dance Studio, the Boulevard's in-house dance crew. L28 caught up with Brian Lacey, one of the dance instructors from Fusion Movement, who led the flash mob. Lacey shares his thoughts on the flash mob's performance, along with the importance of events like these in the community. Let's take a look.
Feels excellent. It's just amazing to be out here with everyone on an amazing day like today. And we love having everyone participate, right? So you saw we had older generations, younger people of all ages are welcome here at our dance studio and to participate in our events. I'm excited for Fat Boys Tacos. I'm a foodie myself, so I love checking out spots to eat. So you're welcome to follow us at Instagram or Facebook. We are at FM Dance Co, one word, and check us out there. So at Fusion Movement, we're all about having fun. Again, we love everyone participating. Come learn to dance, right? Build a new life skill, and we'll see you in the studio.
Adding to the night's allure was the Scare Tent, a haunted maze filled with eerie props and bone-chilling jump scares that delighted thrill seekers. For those who preferred a less spooky experience, vendors lined the streets offering an array of unique items, from handcrafted goods to Halloween-themed treats. A new vendor to grace Lancaster Boulevard was none other than V Creations. Veronica Rosas, the creator of the brand, spoke with the team, providing an overview of her business and talks about how it felt to be a vendor at the inaugural event. Let's head back to Lancaster Boulevard.
We started with just tumblers, but I wanted to expand it. So I started making custom quince stuff, weddings, tote bags, shirts. We have 3 different types of tumblers. We have the regular ones, holographic, and the glow in the dark. We also have the new ones for kids. So anything you make, I create. It feels amazing. It's a great experience. A lot of people, and we actually know a few vendors from other places, but being here in the Boulevard for the first time, it's amazing. Just the vibe, everything, it's cool. Well, right now, we only have Instagram, which is _VEE creations, CREATIONS. And we're in the process of making a website, but for right now, just through Instagram. And TikTok under the same name, but mostly Instagram. They could go ahead and give us a follow and message us and whatever they have in their mind that they would like for us to make personalized for them, we could also do that. And then we also sell pupusas, so you guys could also go ahead and give us a follow.
The event struck the perfect balance between family-friendly fun and spine-tingling excitement. It fostered a sense of community while providing a safe and welcoming environment for Halloween festivities. The inaugural Boulevard Halloween party was not only a celebration of the season, but also showcased the collaborative spirit of local businesses and organizations in Lancaster. Scan the QR code shown on screen to stay up to date with events hosted by Fat Boys Taco.
The Empire Family Car Club, based in Southern California, hosted its first annual Trunk or Treat event, delighting families and car enthusiasts alike. The event, organized by Club President Gina Gonzalez and Secretary Guadalupe Rivera, brought the community together for a night of Halloween fun and classic cars. Let's head to the Boulevard to hear more from the duo as they share their thoughts about the turnout and why it's important to support the community through events like the Trunk or Treat. President Gina Gonzalez provides viewers a few ways to get in touch with the car club and more. Let's take a look.
We are super excited because we didn't think that the turnout was going to be fantastic. So we actually ran out of candy within the hour, because we did not expect this outcome.
I'm just so excited that we're able to do this for the community and for the kids, and loving the fact that they're enjoying themselves.
I think it's important for everyone to come together as a community because nowadays, with everything just happening everywhere in the world, I think this kind of brings us some peace. It unites all races, all ages. It brings the lowrider community together. Also, it involves the lowrider community with our city. So you guys can follow us on Facebook. We're under Lowriding with Family Empire Car Club. On Instagram, we're under Family Empire Car Club. And we also represent the Reisner Foundation, which is also a nonprofit organization. We also do a lot for the community. I just hope that next year it can be bigger and better with more businesses coming together. Maybe we had a lot of people that came from other cities, and hopefully we can have, all the cities unite here next year and make it a bigger and better event.
And hopefully the next year there will be more youth involved in the community. Like we're trying to bring in like our grandkids and our children to make it like so where they're all united together and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Held in conjunction with the Boulevard Halloween party in Lancaster's downtown district, the Trunk or Treat offered families an early chance to stock up on candy before Halloween. The club's booth, decked out with sweet treats and information about their mission, welcomed visitors while decorated trunks served as stops for trick-or-treaters in costume. Cruisers and costume families filled the boulevard, creating a lively scene where one side featured vendors and festivities, while the other showcased classic cars and good vibes. Live music added to the vibrant atmosphere as Empire Family Car Club members mingled with the crowd, spreading cheer and sharing their passion for cars. The inaugural trunk or treat was a resounding success, setting the stage for more festive gatherings in the future. To learn more about the Car Club and the outreach they do in the community, be sure to scan the QR code shown on the screen. Angel, I know we were both at the event, but what was your favorite part of the evening?
I would have to say probably the flash mob, because there's people of all ages. So there's like little kids to like teenagers to adults. So it was really nice to just see them all having fun together. Trunk or treating is always super fun, super cute to watch. The little kids in their little costumes, not a care in the world, just trunk or treat. It's so sweet, so special. What's your favorite part about Halloween, Tiff?
I think my favorite part about Halloween is dressing up. I've always been like a huge creative, so having an opportunity to be somebody that I'm not every day is always fun for me. When we return from the break, we're wrapping things up with some heart-pounding sports action that you won't want to miss. First up, Quartz dominated the AV Antelopes in a commanding victory, showcasing their playoff potential. In Lancaster High School, as they rolled right past Knight High School, securing a truly impressive shutout from start to finish. These schools are still in the fight for playoff contention, making every game a must-win showdown. Stay tuned for all the highlights and excitement when we come back from our commercial break.
Congratulations on joining L28's Watch Till the End Club. This episode wraps up with our live sports coverage, highlighting Quartz Hill's dominant victory over the AV Antelopes, showcasing their power on the field. We also dive into Lancaster's impressive performance as they cruised past Knight High School with a commanding 36-0 final score. You don't want to miss a moment of the action. The Quartz Hill Royals delivered a dominant performance on Friday night, overpowering the Antelope Valley Antelopes with a decisive 41-7 win. This victory marks their third straight triumph and highlights the team's momentum as they approach the postseason. Jaden Graham, the Royals' star running back, was a driving force behind their success, racking up an impressive 153 rushing yards and scoring 4 touchdowns on just 13 carries. Graham's contributions have proven crucial for Quartz Hill. Whenever he scores at least 2 touchdowns, the Royals remain undefeated this season. The Royals showcased their relentless running game, amassing 214 rushing yards, their highest single-game total since November of last year. Their powerful ground attack was nearly unstoppable, consistently breaking through Antelope Valley's defensive line and setting up the Royals for long drives and scoring opportunities. After their victory in front of a packed home crowd on senior night, our L28 sports team caught up with player of the game, Jaden Graham, to discuss his MVP performance and mindset as the playoffs draw near.
It's your senior night tonight. There's big celebrations, but what's to come for you once you graduate high school?
Once I graduate, I just want to play college still. Just try to make it to the NFL or just do whatever for my family.
What type of mentality do you have once you step on the grass?
Just play for everyone who supports me.
We also spoke with head coach Russell Gordon, who shared insights on his team's recent success and his expectation for their upcoming playoff run.
You just said the boys guaranteed third season, so what's game plan coming ahead?
Hey, we just got to get ready for the postseason. I'm excited for the kids. They played hard. They rebounded the last couple weeks, have worked extremely hard to reap the reward. So we've got close to 200 kids in the program right now, which is amazing. When I first took over, there's about 68, 69 kids. So we're excited. COVID did that to every program, though, obviously. So we're excited with the build of the program. We lose a ton of seniors, but we gain a ton of seniors next year. So we've got it rolling. So.
Coach, you said to the players, I know it's senior night, but let's be focused and let's be tuned in this weekend. How do you make sure that your boys stay focused when they're off the field as a coach?
You got to have eyes all around campus, and the administration and the school district's been very supportive. We got coaches on campus, and that helps a ton.
The Antelopes, struggling to find answers, could not contain Quartz Hill's backfield or slow the team's offensive tempo, and they were ultimately limited to a single touchdown. The Royals' recent streak of wins has improved their record to 6-3, with victories in 4 of their last 5 games, positioning them as strong contenders in the upcoming playoffs. Meanwhile, Antelope Valley, with this loss, extends their unfortunate slide to 3 consecutive games, falling to a 3-6 record and leaving them with few options as the season nears its end. For more on Quartz Hill's thrilling season, scan the QR code below to catch all the latest live L28 sports coverage.
Friday night's matchup between Lancaster High School and Knight High School saw the Lancaster Eagles deliver a completely dominant performance, securing a 36-0 victory under the Friday night lights. The Eagles, riding high on a 4-game winning streak, extended it to 5 with another impressive display. Their defense never allowed the Knight Hawks to score, showcasing their strength on both sides of the ball. Star running back Jacob Walker led the charge for Lancaster, rushing for a career-high 184 yards and scoring 2 touchdowns on just 10 carries. Walker's explosive runs helped power the Eagles' relentless ground game. Jason Wilson also contributed to the rushing attack, adding 20 yards and a touchdown of his very own. Lancaster's ground game proved unstoppable, racking up 252 rushing yards overall. This marks the 8th consecutive game where the Eagles have rushed for at least 164 yards, solidifying their reputation as a powerhouse team on the ground. The victory was not unexpected, given Lancaster's higher ranking in the Max Preps California football standings, where they hold the 318th spot compared to Knight's 870th spot within the state. Lancaster's record now improves to 6-2, while Knight's high struggles continue, with this defeat extending their losing streak to 10 games, dating back to last season, leaving them 0-8. Following the dominant performance, L28 Sports spoke with Eagles head coach Jermaine Lewis about his team's efforts on the field and his expectations as they move into league play.
What's the game plan going into next week?
You know, we're going to evaluate that this weekend. Highland is a great team, and they're on a roll just like us, both undefeated in the league. I'm assuming they took care of business tonight versus Antelope Valley. But, you know, we'll go in there, watch film, and put another great, good game plan together to give them our best effort.
From the outside looking in, you've had a successful season, but is there anything within your staff that you're going to tighten up and work a little bit harder on to make sure you get that win next week?
No, I'm going to go ahead and continue to hang my hat on my coordinators. Chris Hinton and Sean, our defensive coordinator. Week in and week out, they're the ones that keep this engine moving, and what we're doing. I put all faith in them and what we do offensively and defensively. So I'm only as great as my coordinators, and they've had a very successful year this year.
L28 Sports also caught up with player of the game Jacob Walker, wearing number 0, who shared his thoughts on his standout performance and his expectations for the rest of the season. Now, let's head back to Lancaster High School for more coverage.
Jacob, congratulations on such a great win and a great season so far. As Coach said, you've gone over 1,000 yards. How does that feel today to celebrate that win?
It feels good. Last year I couldn't really show my potential, so this year I just came out with a bang and just did what I had to do.
You are one of the strongest players in the Golden League. How do you keep yourself humble yet focused on and off the field?
Like I said, Coach Lewis, he trained us to be great, and I just came out here to do what I had to do.
You got 2 of the touchdowns on the board. What was running through your mind when you're like, all right, I think this is it for us. Let's just show up and show out tonight?
Hey, it felt good. I ain't gonna lie, it felt really good. Just had to come out here, play ball, execute, and do what I had. And it was a team thing too also.
Next week, last question, is gonna be the big game. You're battling to have first position, to be first in the league for the Golden League. What's gonna be the mentality going into that?
You just gotta come out here and be ready. It's a dogfight.
With their strong momentum, Lancaster looks to continue their dominance as they push toward playoff contention. To stay up to date with the latest on all local sports, stay tuned to the next L28 Sports live stream.
Tiff, this has been a whirlwind of a football season that we have seen here in the Golden League. I mean, Lancaster and Quartz Hill both pushing so far, making it to the playoffs. Not only are the student athletes talented, but I really do think we have to give our hats off to the coaches as well.
Absolutely. Both the coaches for Quartz Hill and Lancaster aren't just great coaches, but they're great men. They have great career standings, great records for themselves. But Gordon, for the coach of Quartz Hill High School, made it very clear he's proud of being a coach, but he's most proud of being a grandpa. And seeing Coach Lewis making it very clear to the young men, I don't care how great of a player you are, I want to make sure I build you into being a great man off the field. That just showcases to you, to be a great coach, it means you have to be a great leader for young men and not just a great leader on the field. So thank you to both these coaches, and thank you to our viewers for tuning in to the City of Lancaster News. I'm Tiffany Glover.
And I'm Angel Stephenson, and this has been
L28 News.